This is United Way's headquarters on Long Island. This is where we're going to be doing our first commercial net zero project in the state of New York, which is very unique in respects to the HVAC world. It hasn't been done. It's going to be a building that's going to provide its own electrical power. We're going to be separating the building from the need of having an outside gas service or electric service.
That's especially important for a nonprofit because we're able to take that extra money that we would have put into utilities and actually service the community.
We're doing 3D scanning. It's all possible by our sister company, Heritage Mechanical.
The Trimble scanner, what it's going to do is, once it's set up and you hit go, it does a 360 degrees spinning horizontally and vertically. And what it does is it shoots laser points all over the environment, and it builds a 3D model in space for it.
We're going to now know what's above the ceiling and what's in our way. It'll help us design the ductwork for the project, prefabricate a large portion of the project, also on any safety issues that we have to handle and mitigate before we start the project.
All right, now this is all well lit. It should scan real good.
After we take our trip to the site, Cody comes back and takes the files and he uploads them to his computer and he creates a virtual model that we could use for reference.
You can see what I drew in 3D in space, so you can see we're going to be using the same flex to hit that same diffuser, and the new ductwork is just going to be right over this old ductwork if it doesn't have to be demoed.
Once the drawing's complete, we send it off, and once we get approval, we bring it into the shop and fabricate.
It comes to us directly through a direct download. Our operator will open up that program and it'll already be laid out to the best layout that it can to save metal, so we have very little waste. The pieces then get assembled. From there, our outside guys will wrap everything so you have a clean product from the start.
It would take weeks to measure everything yourself up for what we did in a couple days.
In this space, there's a lot of individual offices. Pretty much everyone in an office gets their own control. It's state-of-the-art. It's a new system in the past decade that a lot of people are moving towards to gain energy efficiency in their HVAC systems.
What I think most is going to happen with the folks who live and work in this building, they're going to experience a new feeling of fresh air that comes in, comfort that they've never experienced before, less stress of it being too hot or too cold in here when we're having events.
I'm happy that Heritage is an EMCOR company, because working with a sister company on a project like this really takes care of a lot of the issues. The seamless connection between our two EMCOR entities is fantastic. I wouldn't want to have tried it any other way.
It's going to be a different work environment, and I think that's going to resonate for what people can see as a net benefit to a net zero project.